so much for joining us. It's amazing. You are a published author at age 14.
NBC4 HD. And now, Carolyn Gussoff, Pat Battle, and Sally Ann Mosey. This is Weekend Today in New York.
Welcome back, everyone, to Weekend Today in New York. It's a Sunday morning, October 28th. I'm Carolyn Gussoff.
Finally, a seasonal day we've got out there, right?
Oh, yeah, nice.
I'm Pat Battle. And also coming up in this hour, food allergies. We're going to meet a mom whose son suffers from 8 different allergies, and it inspired her to write a cookbook with allergen-free recipes that everybody can enjoy. And she is delightful. I was talking to her a little while ago.
Good.
Can't wait to see
it. And also live with us this morning, a 14-year-old girl who has already written 2 books for kids. She is amazing.
Wow.
Can't get my kids to do their homework. She's written 2 books. She's amazing. Right after the break, sometimes getting a kid to read isn't so easy, but we've met a teenager who not only loves reading, she's actually an accomplished author, and she's here with us this morning. It is never too early to jumpstart a child's imagination, and reading is one sure way to do it. Samarasinghe, if I said that right, Sarah, tell me, a 14-year-old, 2-time author of books at Dalaina and Gotta Love High School, says reading started her passion for writing novels. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us. It's amazing. You are a published author at age 14. When did you start writing?
Well, I started writing when I was 5, and I started with like poetry, short essays, and short stories and essays. And then my dad said, why not write a book? And that's where my writing book started.
And when was your first book published?
When I was 12.
Wow. And what are your books about? What do you like to write about?
Well, it's basically stuff that most teens can relate to, and the drama of high school or middle school.
And did reading truly inspire you? Is that what caused you to sit down and write a book?
Yeah, because I started reading when I was about 3 and a half, and I read like Nancy Drew books, Harry Potter, and those inspired me.
At what age did you read your first Harry Potter book?
I read my first Harry Potter book, I think I was about 6 or 7.
Amazing, amazing. I can't even get my 7th grader to read a Harry Potter book. What do you tell kids? How do you inspire? I know you speak to young people. How do you inspire them to read and possibly write?
Well, reading is basically your window to the world, because it's kind of an escape from the real world, and you can just fall into whatever anybody else has to say.
Is that the way you exercise your imagination through your writing?
Yeah.
And now you're writing another book? What's going on now on your computer?
I started the sequel to Dalaina quite some time ago, but I got thrown off track because of Gotta Love High School. And I'm planning a sequel to Gotta Love High School, in addition to a few other novels that I've been writing. One is about Yellowstone National Park and the drama that can take place there, and another one as sort of budding idea.
It's amazing. How do you fit it all in? It's got to be tough with school. What grade are you in, first of all?
I'm a freshman.
You're a freshman in high school. And how do you fit in? I know you have a lot of schoolwork, preparation for the SATs, and you're an accomplished author. How do you do it all?
Well, I have the various activities I participate in, and whenever I have time, I just try to write, and if I have an idea, I'll start writing.
And I know that you had to have your first book self-published because nobody believed that a 12-year-old could publish a book. How did you manage that? Well,
after I finished the manuscript for Dalaina, then I began searching online for a publisher, and I found out that most of the big publishing houses don't really accept unsolicited query letters or manuscripts, and most authors would have to have an agent, which I knew was tough to find, and it was about as hard to find as in like the right publisher.
Samara, what do you say your last name? I keep messing it up. I'm so sorry.
Samarasinghe.
Thank you. Very, very impressive. And we're coming back, and when we do, more of the stories making news, including the Manhattan building that gave way without notice, and emergency surgery for a former New York City mayor. We'll be right back.